Hello there. Very glad to be in touch with you, my friends. I'm very lucky to have you as my friend. And today, I'd like to share some points. Let us ponder over them. And please share your comments in the comment box. And send me a WhatsApp message. More so, I would prefer that you call me, take this opportunity to talk to me, to connect back. Friends are very, very important in one's life. Is it not so? Not only to share our grief, more so to share our success and happiness, I think the friends are required. Suppose you don't have anybody to share your success and happiness, whether that success will be meaningful, I don't know. That's questionable, isn't it? Who are good friends, In Thiruvalluvar, in Thirukural, he says that Udukkai Idandavan Kai Pole Ange Idukkan Kalaivadam Natpu. I'll translate in English. Thirukural is almost translated in most of the language within the country and outside the country. Udukkai Idandavan Kai Pole. You have just finished your bath and you have got only a towel around your waist and you are coming out of the bathroom. That time, assume that the towel is slipping from the waist. How quickly the hands are going and to hold the towel so that to redeem your self-respect. So, the slipping of the towel is compared to the difficult times where your self-respect is put to stake, and the hands are compared to good friends who come immediately without even any hesitation, right? How fast? Immediately, spontaneously to come and save your self-respect. So good friends should be like this. I'm very lucky to have a fairly good amount of good friends like you. So I thought I'll share some points and let us ponder over them. And it will be very useful. For me in my life, it has been very useful. There is a saying that we don't have to learn everything by our own experience. And we have to take advantage of other experience also to learn. Because the life is too short to experience, to have your own experience, and from that only to learn. I think first point we need to ponder over is, what are our hobbies? Study our hobbies. We need to study our hobbies. Maybe we can find our purpose in our hobbies. Is it not so? Hobbies are something which we do it when we are in the leisure time, without expectation of anything, just to be with it, enjoy, to express ourselves, right? And the purpose also have common definitions, right? So if you want to know your purpose of life, study your hobbies. This is the point which I thought we should point over. Okay? Then, better to be alone. I would rather put it all one rather than alone, than in company that makes you doubt their sincerity. Suppose you are surrounded by friends and you have suspicion about their sincerity, then I don't know whether you can call them good friends also. Maybe at sometimes it may so happen. Rather than having friends where you are not very sure about their sincerity, you be alone and you can contemplate on yourself the ways and means to handle that situations, right? This is point 2. True love will not leave you feel confused or vulnerable. You will feel protected and valued. When you feel that you are loved or you are loving somebody, you can ponder over this point. The true love will not leave you feel confused all vulnerable. If an association, acquaintance with a person, it leaves you confused or vulnerable, then you cannot term that relation as love. A true love will not do that. Okay? And in a true love, you will feel protected, taken care of, comforted, and you are valued for what you are being, not for your doing. This is the point. Please share your comments. Next point. If anyone is triggering some strong emotions in you, it is a good growth movement. By talking to some of your good friends, some strong emotions come out of you. Or I will put it, you are put to come out of your comfort zone. That is good. And one more definition of a good friend is a friend who can point out very clearly where you are going wrong. That is a very important function of a good friend. He will point out where you are going wrong and he will assist you correcting your mistakes and go in the right way, right path. So if someone is triggering some emotions which will take you out of your comfort zone, thereby you learn. Where is learning? Learning happens where? When you come out of the comfort zone, right? You learn new things, right? So have good friends who can speak their mind out and tell you where you are wrong and correct you. But the intention is to correct you, not put you down. So what happens when they are letting you know your areas where of improvement, then you will start finding solutions. Probably you can take the help of the friends also in that. Correct? The next point is find your values. This is very, very important point. If you have not done it, I want by end of the day, take a vow, a commitment to have 5 values, top 5 values, your top 5 values. Because values influences or determine your behavior other than the instinct. I'll explain. When you feel thirsty, you immediately go and have a glass of water, isn't it? That is your behavior, right? So the instinct determines or drives your behavior. Similarly, the value also determines your behavior. I have explained in one of my videos, earlier videos, that how values help when you are in a difficult situations, when you are in a ethical dilemma. Values and your top 5 values and the top value definitely help. I'll give an example. There are 2 executives, CEO of organization, big organization, multinational organization, and one has punctuality being his top value. That's very important. He wants to be known for that. Okay? And he has got a board meeting on a particular day at 10 o'clock in the morning, and he left his home at 8:45, thinking that by 9:30 or 10-15 minutes before he will reach, because foreign delegates are coming. He is being the CEO and the directors, managing directors, other board of directors, they are all coming. So he thought, and his value being punctuality, being the topmost value being punctuality, he leaves home by 8:30 in the morning. On his way to the office, there was some crowd, and he learns that there is somebody met with an accident and they are all, he needs immediate help. He has to be taken to the hospital so that his life can be saved. So some people are coming and pleading that please help him, take him to the hospital, nearest hospital, so that you can help him. Okay, his life can be saved. His value being, the topmost value being punctuality, what he thinks that, no, it is his destiny. Okay, if I am not helping, somebody else will help him. But for me, since I am the CEO of organization, I am a very responsible senior person. Okay, and these people are coming from all over the world, and they are not going to be there. They are going to be there for the next 3 or 4 hours. So I need to finish my meeting with them. So let me go. So his behavior is determined by his value. Now assume there is one more person. He is also a CEO of an equally big organization. Also assume that he is also having a board meeting and foreign delegates are coming. Then his top value is compassion. Assume that. The same situation you let us imagine. Then what he will do, he will stop the car, take the person, take him to the nearest hospital. On the way to the hospital, he will immediately call his secretary, tell his secretary that this has happened. Okay, the first 30 minutes what they have to do, for which his presence is not required. He says that give this documents to them, and also tell that directors and the managing director that this is what happened. I should be there by maybe by 11 o'clock. By the time they can start, and you facilitate the meeting. He goes to the hospital, fortunately, okay, and that he could admit the person, and the person life is saved, and he reaches also office because the traffic was not there. He reaches office well before the time he thought. And in the meantime, the managing directors and other directors came to know what this person has done. And they are extremely happy that the company has got a CEO like this who cares for value human beings' life, and he acts as a role model. See this, the situation is same, values being different, and your decisions are, your behaviors are different. I'm not saying who is right, who is wrong here. It's for the individual to decide. Okay? Because that decision is taken by his own values. What I am trying to emphasize here is your value determines or influences your behavior. Please have top 5 values that definitely help. Spend some time. Ask your close friends. If you want, you can involve me, helping you to identify your top 5 values. A thought might come to your mind that, Ram, you are saying this. Maybe you have your top 5 values. Can you tell me what are your top 5 values? Yeah, it's my pleasure. My top value is self-knowledge. If you know my YouTube channel, Ram Ignites, you see that the theme of that channel is self-knowledge. So my top value is self-knowledge. I would like to know more about me. Who am I? Sort of a thing. My true nature. Then second value is health, my health. Be it mental, physical, spiritual, whatever, they're all health. The third value is my family and relationship. And my fourth value is continuous learning and sharing, especially with respect to related to the area of self-knowledge predominantly, and in health and relationship to some extent, and learn continuously and share. And fifth one is wealth creation through value addition. These are my top values. Okay. So in this continuous learning, I just want to share a Shubhashitam. I thought it is very appropriate here. Swagrihe pujyate murkaha, swagrame pujyate prabhu, swadeshe pujyate raja, vidwan sarvatra pujyate. In one's own house, everyone is praised, right? He need not be a brilliant or a knowledgeable person or, so that to share or anything. Everyone, even a fool is praised in his own house. Swagrihe pujyate murkaha. Swagrame pujyate prabhu. A prabhu, a lord, a king probably, a head of the village. He is praised in his own village. Swadeshe pujyate raja. A raja, a king is praised in his own country or his own area where he is ruling. Vidwan sarvatra pujyate. Knowledgeable people are always respected everywhere all the time. Why? Because they share the knowledge, right? And even in a small way, every day some knowledge sharing. It has got a synergy, wherein 1 + 1 is not 2, it is much more than that. There is a saying, no? If I have 10 rupees and you have 10 rupees, we exchange. Before exchange and after exchange, we have only 10 rupees, right? I have 10 rupees, I give that 10 rupees to you, you have 10 rupees, you give that. Before and after exchange, we still continue to have only 10 rupees. Suppose I have one idea and you have one idea. We exchange, what happens? Before exchanging, we have one idea. After exchanging, we have both have two ideas. Is it not so? So the knowledge sharing is one of my top 5 value. That's why this posting is there. Okay. So this is a point to ponder over. Share your view on that. The next point is letting go is a valuable skill to learn most things are not worth your energy. So letting go is a valuable skill to learn. Sometimes we need to let go. Why? If you don't let go, you hold on to that. You hold on to it means you don't want something new happening to you. You resist change, right? Whatever you resist, that persists. So letting go, when it is not functional, you should know that it is not functional anymore. You should be willingly let go. Whatever it is, for you to decide. It's a point to ponder over. Most things are not, see, when you hold on to it forcefully, it's not worth our energy we spent. It sucks our energy. Okay, this is the point. I hope you are enjoying. Normally, I would like to have my video around 15 to 20 minutes. Today, I'll take your permission. Probably if I go 5-10 minutes more, I take for granted your permission. Thanks for that. The next point is trust your gut intuition. 95% or even more of the time, it will not leave you astray. Means it will not take you to the wrong path. And know to distinguish between intuition and impulsiveness. Many times it happened to me, the intuitions. I was initially a bit skeptical about it. Then I said that let me go ahead and take actions based on my intuitions. As I said, that 95% or even more than that time, it helped. I have learned a lot. But we need to distinguish between intuition and impulsiveness. Impulsiveness is acting out of reaction, emotions, sometimes revenge. Be your authentic self. Try to speak your mind. Very rare commodity, right? We need good friends to be like that, no? How many friends, when they speak the truth, which is not very palatable to you, you like them? Can you be one like that? But it is not at the cost of being pleasant. I'm not saying that you need to be truthful in a very, very ugly way. No. You need to be authentic, but at the same time, you can be very pleasant, very, very beneficial. Satyam vada, ramyam vada, priyam vada, and hidam vada. Very friendly, very nice way, caring. The other guy should know that you really care for that person. But at the same time, speak what is truth. Be authentic. This very rare commodity, right? A person to speak truth as well as in a way which is palatable to you. How many times we do it with your spouse or parents or children? And our friends, good friends could be our parents. If you are lucky enough, our spouse, our children, our close relatives, over and above college mates, schoolmates, colleagues, the person staying in your own building or own street. Lucky are those who have their parents or a spouse or children or close relatives as friends. They are approachable. They are available to you, right? So be authentic self, be your authentic self. Right people will also appreciate it and they will be attracted and they value it. A person who appreciate and encourage you to be your authentic self is a true good friend. You can be also, I can be also your authentic self, right? This is a very important point to ponder over. Ask these questions. Your friends, your close friends, whether they add to your life, whether they add meaning to your life, or whether fair weather friends, then they are not definitely a good friends. You need to analyze that. Yes, stock taking is very important. They respect your boundaries? They give you enough space for you, or they gossip most of the time and waste your energy and their energy? Spend time on that. Very important point. How your friends spend time with you, in what area, and how you spend your time with your friends. If you cannot change the situation, you can move away in a nice way. That is a good thing. You can do it to yourself and your friends. It is not bad to get your information, facts from multiple sources. When somebody is saying something, that is it. You can always have a second or third opinion or viewpoint. That doesn't mean that you are not trusting him. That only means you are getting more comfort. Nothing wrong in that. Have multiple sources of information, get more comfort. That will enable you to have more trust and build better relationship with the friendship, rather than having bad experiences and a strained relationship. In the assembly of wise, people listen more and speak less whenever they ask to speak only, or where there is a need. So when you are in a discussion, in a topic where you know for sure that you are not expert, it is not your domain expertise area, listen. Probably you can learn more. There is a beautiful Sanskrit Shubhashitam. Na shobhate sama madhye sabha madhye hamsa madhye bakoyata. Sabha madhye, in an assembly of good people, na shobhate, it doesn't give credit to you. It doesn't give any pride to you. When people are talking in the area where you are not expert, listen to them and learn from them. It's like among swans, the crane, it makes buck, 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 buck noise. It's only a disturbance. Don't expose our foolishness there. So listening, active listening, most of the time helps. Yes, in your area of expertise, you can definitely contribute, add value to your friends and share your knowledge. Absolutely, yes. Share your dreams and goals only if required with even to your close friends or relatives, or okay. Surprise them with your results rather than telling the goals and what you are going to do. Rather, you surprise them. Because knowingly or unknowingly, they may create suspicions and doubts in your mind. Their own experience in the past where they have failed, they may say, condition you. No, I tried many times this, it never works. And he tried it, she tried it. So I don't think you should waste your time. Because you are different. Everyone is unique. Correct? Your way of, your path, your journey is different. Your path is different. You as a resource is different resources. Your skills and skill sets are different. Watch what people do, not what they say. It applies to parents. As a parent, as a father, as a mother, your children won't do what you ask them to do. They will do what you do. So, before preaching, practice. Point over this. So, think about your friends. Whatever they preach, whether they practice it. Watch their actions. Definitely, the body language is more powerful than words. Words communicate only 7%. Tonality communicates 38%. Body language communicates 55%. So this happens unconsciously to all of us. Don't compare your journey with anyone else. Focus on your own self-improvement. Everyone's path is different. Focus on getting positive and progressive results rather than looking good. Appearance, don't appear to be good, be good. And don't compare because you are unique, you are different. There is a beautiful Sanskrit Subhashita. Gachan pipiliko yati yojananam shatani api agachan vaineteyaha api padamekam na gacchati. Even though if it is a small ant, if it's moving, it will reach places, it will cover distances. Yojananam means approximately 13 kilometers. Even an ant which is keep on walking, though slowly, it will reach the destination. But even if it is an eagle which can fly very fast, but it doesn't move, it cannot even cross a step, right? So, act. That's a message. Act. Maybe in a small way. Learn something new every day, which is useful to you based on your purpose of life. 3 pages a day. Exercise some kilometers a day. Keeping silence sometime a day. Slowly. Because we should know the difference between effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness is doing the right thing. Efficiency is doing anything rightly. I'll give an example. Suppose you wanted to reach a particular place and you have to go towards the east side. And going towards east side slowly makes sense because one day or the other you will reach the destination rather than going towards west very fast running, right? The efficiency and effectiveness both put together is the best. There is no question about it. But between the two, effectiveness is more important than the efficiency. Once you are effective, then efficiency plays a very important role. Take accountability and responsibility for your actions. Responsibility gives you enormous power. If I know that I am responsible for this and you can correct yourself, you cannot correct the whole world, right? What is in your domain, area of control? There you do even a smallest thing which will give you a lot of satisfaction and you will see some positive changes and progress rather than finding fault in others. Fault finders are basically the people who lack knowledge, according to me. If they have knowledge, they will help the other person to improve their situation in a right way. So, if you start acting on your area of control, even a small way, it makes a lot of differences for you and people around you. This effectiveness and efficiency, again I want to quote one Subhashitam. Shanascha kanashchaiva vidyam artam cha sadayet shanatyage kudo vidya kanadyage kudo dhanam. Shanascha kanascha eva vidyam artam cha sadayet. Shanascha, little, learn knowledge every day, every time, that it has got a compounding effect. Don't waste your time gossiping. Even the smallest time you have 5 minutes, see that how best make use of it. I can make use of it. Shanascha, every moment, don't waste a moment in unnecessary thing, gossiping. Seeing some WhatsApp which is definitely not going to be useful to you. On the contrary, it is going to be negative to you. Reading or something watching. Similarly, kanashcha, little by little you save. So, small time you use it for a creative purpose. That is the way you learn more. And in a small quantity you save. That's why you earn wealth. Then, what he say that Shanastage, if you just forget about even small time, gossiping for 10 minutes, in what way it matters here? If you do that, you will not learn, correct? It's the opportunity cost of the time you should understand. Similarly, Small money you just waste, then you will not be able to spend the money for a very useful purpose. 3 more points, I'll finish it. I think I crossed my time. Accept the present, however dark it may appear to be. Because when you accept the situation, you become a possibility thinker. When you become a possibility thinker, what do? You concentrate on the solutions rather than complaining. When you resist, what is the immediate reaction? When you resist something, you find fault. You should have told me this, or I should have come early. Suppose you are in a very difficult situation. Someone is admitted to the hospital, or you yourself is admitted to hospital for some serious illness. You are not able to accept it. If you resist it, what do you say that? No, my house, the food is not cooked properly. Or my son is always creating problem for me and he created the tension for me. You will try to look for fixing blames, and it sucks your energy. It will create more problem for you. But when you accept it, this has happened to me, then what you will do? What next? What is the best alternative now? You will become a possibility thinker. Then you will take the right decisions, right? And what will happen? The results will be very good. Then you will start appreciating it, and you have to adopt this. Fixing blame is easiest thing and very costliest thing also. See what happened, why this is happening to us. It is because of our subconscious imprints. We react. We call it as vasanas. Yeah. A Swamiji was given an apple to eat. And when the Swamiji was eating the apple, he said it is not an apple, it is onion. They said, no, Swamiji, it is an apple. No, it is an onion. Then he gave a piece of the apple to them to eat. The person who cut the apple, he cut the apple with a knife with which he cut onion just before. This is vasana. The vasana carry forward, right? That influences your further actions. Similarly, our subconscious imprints, this behavior of us, we need to go back and understand the program. I always say that output is equal to input plus programming. The same example I would like to give. Suppose you got a calculator. You put 5 plus 3 is equal to, and you press. What is the result you get? 8. You don't get 7, you don't get 9. Why? Because the input is 5 plus 3. 5 plus is also input. 3 is also input. Is equal to also input. When you give this input, there is a program in the calculator to give a result as 8. Similarly, we are also doing that. Through 5 sense organs, seeing, smelling, hearing, tasting and touching, these are all the inputs. 5 sense organs, we get the input constantly, and we have a program inside. Based on the program and the input, our responses or reactions are. So if you are not comfortable with the output, what you should do? You should change either the input or the program. Input, okay, you say that I can change it. I will not see what is not functional to me. I will not hear. But the program is already made. So how can I change? That question is there, right? The programs can be overpowered by the current input. Suppose you have a jar with water which is not very good, ugly water, impure water. By keep on pouring pure water into that, the ugliness is removed. The same way, that's why it's very important that how you spend your sense organs, very important. If your behavior output is not functional or satisfactory to you, you have to change your program. That is in your hand. That means you are not using your sense organs in the functional way. You are not spending time with the right people, right environment. You are not seeing the right things. You are not hearing the right things. Please understand. These are all the points I want you to ponder over. It will definitely make change in your life. It has done to my life. That's why, as a good friend, I thought I should share this. And give praise where it deserves. We don't lose anything. I said that by giving one idea, both of us get more. But we are very stingy. We cannot praise where it is required. I don't know. We think that, that guy whomever we are praising, he will become big and he will become, egoistic. He will become arrogant. These are all our thoughts. Please start with your own home. If a spouse is cooking well, don't take it for granted. Okay? Why should I do every day? Do it. What is wrong? When something is good, say it is good. If she is looking good, say that the sari suits you. The dress is good. With your son. But we are ready when something is wrong, right? We ready to pounce on them, right? But if you are happy with that behavior, it is for you to take a call. These are the points you need to ponder over. The day from today onwards, if you treat me as a good friend, don't go to bed if you don't praise genuinely at least 5 people or 5 behavior. Take a note, take a diary. I will not go to bed unless otherwise I have praised 5 good behavior. Suppose you are not able to find 5 good behavior in others or in you, better inculcate the habit. That's something seriously a bad vasana, right? So you have to look into that. That means you are not using your sense organs in the right way. Take a vow. Genuinely. You can slightly add flavor, but it should be genuine. Otherwise, people will think that you are sarcastic. It will spoil you. There should be something to be praised, but you can make it a little more. You can add some flavor. But the basic substance has to be there. Do this. Then, see, I'll tell you a story because this is so interesting. I'm finding it difficult to stop because the continuity is very important. So please bear with me, appreciate and cooperate with me. 2 friends are staying nearby. One of the friends cannot praise anything because he feels that if I praise, the other guy will become big or something like that, So the other guy is also sharing all good things. Not even one day, A and B will say. The B will never praise whatever the A does or whatever the A has got. The A has got a dog which can walk on water, a river. So he thought, this time I'll take my friend to the river and make my dog walk on the river. So you will definitely praise. I'm sure. This is something great, no? So he is taking the friend and he is telling his dog, come on, cross the river. The dog walks over the water, reaches the other bank. And he is asking his friend, do you notice anything different? He is asking that your dog cannot swim or what? So there are some people, whatever you do, they will find only fault. But let us not be that. So what I would request is, before going to bed today, and from today onwards rather, at least find something good in others. In you, at least appreciate yourself. 5 points at least to start with and increase the number. See that how it makes your life more meaningful and pleasant. The last but not the least, this points to ponder over will continue. This is session 1. I'll continue more. Okay. The last point for this session is, you are more powerful than you think. Human beings are incredibly resilient and capable of amazing things as well. Trust in yourself. So thank you, friends. I have shared around 20 points, I think. Ponder over. Please comment on this. Take this opportunity to send a WhatsApp message to me. Share this with as many friends as you are. And if you have not seen my YouTube channel Ram Ignites, please take this opportunity to see my Ram Ignites channel. You will find more or less similar stuff only there. And you know my values, so that my channel will reflect my value there. So thank you very much, friends. And thank you for being a good friend to me. I hope I reciprocate. Thank you very much.